In today's video we are going to be doing the answers to the question and answer video that I put up because it is a new year and I want to start off the new year with giving you guys some more information about me and answering all your questions. So I'm going to be looking backwards and forwards at all the questions, and I actually have pretty much every question. There's a couple I missed out. I'm sorry if I did. There's a lot of repeat questions, so if you see a question up here which matches yours, I did see yours as well, so don't worry too much. It's just that it was pointless putting more than one. So Happy New Year to you guys. I hope you have a great one. 2014 was actually quite a year for me in terms of YouTube and in my real life as well. I had quite a decent year, so I'm very, very happy about that. Let me know about your guys' 2014s. What are your goals for 2015? And I don't really believe in setting goals because you shouldn't have to wait until the end of the year to pick up and do things with your life, because I change my life whenever I need to, whenever I want to, and that's the way I live. But I do know there is people out there who do it that way. So if you have New Year's resolutions and goals and such things, let me know in the comment section below. And let's get into this. Let's hit that like button. Let's try and get this up there. I'm going to try and fly through these as quick as possible because there is quite a lot of questions. So, Seek and Destroy 9. Why did you pick Warlock as your main character out of the 3? Any tips for Warlocks? I was kind of just stuck with him. We had 3 people who had Destiny on day 1. Me, DPJ and Deadshot. And they both got on before me, and David chose Hunter. Deadshot chose Titan, so I just went with Warlock. I had played Warlock in the beta as well, so I was kind of okay with it, so that's why. Any tips for Warlocks? Not really. Use Nova Bomb a lot. I don't know. There's I might do some setups on my Warlock videos and talk about how I play, and that may help you with what you want. So let's go on to the next question. J&H Games, are you married or anything? Got any kids or pets? No kids, no pets, no girlfriend, no marriage. I am 100% single. It's a personal choice, and there's a couple of other people who asked this as well. It's a personal choice. I've been single for a long time. I've had a lot of bad relationships in the past. I met a lot of immature, stupid girls who have hurt me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie about it. They've hurt me, and I've kind of got a bit cynical about relationships. I will probably get into one in the next couple of years. I just got to meet that right person. Kids, I do want. I want kids in my future. I want a daughter specifically. Something I've always wanted, and that will come. And pets. I used to have a cat who was like my best friend, died about 15 years old, and I do want a dog in the future, probably like a German Shepherd or something like that. So yeah, hopefully that was good enough for you. What made you come up with your YouTube username? Now, EasyNow1337 came from 2 bits of information, and the 1337 bit I'm not going to talk about. Most people think it's the leet speak for leet, and I allow people to believe that, but it actually means something else to me, which I'm not going to get into. Easy Now came from a ex-girlfriend of mine who would always say easy now to everything, like, you know, easy now, like calm down, easy now, and it's just something that I hated about her. It drove me up the fucking wall. But then it just stuck in my head, and then I started using it for anything on the internet, and then eventually YouTube as well. Let's go. So, Cold Start, what colour is the inside of an orange penis? I'm not sure, but you might want to get that checked out. Robert Muxon, why are my nipples so sore with a sad face? I don't know, stop rubbing them. TJ Metcalf, how did you become friends with DPJ? This is a common question asked by everyone who knows that we are friends in real life. Basically, I worked in Asda, or Walmart as you would know it, supermarket over here in the UK, and I met a dude through there who was my friend, and he knew DPJ and all them. And then one day when he took me to football, I met David and all his brothers and friends and such things. And then over the following weeks, we would start to talk, and we would talk about Call of Duty. He would talk about that he was just starting YouTube, and he showed me like a throwing knife kill he got on Modern Warfare 2. And then we just sort of fell in love with each other, and that was, no, I'm just kidding. Then we just became friends, and then we rolled from there and played Xbox together. I actually bought an Xbox to play with him and his friends because I was a PlayStation dude. And after that, we just sort of rolled into YouTube, and he sort of got me into YouTube, and we've been friends ever since. And I consider him one of my closest, best friends I've ever had and ever will have. So yeah, that's how I met DPJ. Next question. Ethan Ball, what is your favourite exotic or legendary? By the way, I haven't planned any answers, by the way, I'm just going off the top of my head. I would have to say the Vex. The Vex Mythoclast is a beast. It's an absolute animal. And when it's fully upgraded at 323, in PvP it just destroys people, and in PvE it does like 601 damage to the head after you kill someone, because you get like a damage buff. 601 damage, every bullet to the head. It's an absolute beast, and it looks amazing. I'm hoping they do something in like the House of Fallen that is similar to the Vex. I know the Necrochasm is probably going to be... I need you back. Necrochasm is probably going to be a beast as well, but I'm a little bit pissed off because Eidolon ally is really weak. And to be honest, at the moment, legendary weapon, Crusader 1 scout rifle from New Monarchy. I got it with exploding rounds. Absolutely loving it. It's a beast. Probably going to make a video on that, to be honest. Next, Fisher1727. Are you related to Syndicate? No! Why do people keep saying this? People say I look like Syndicate. I don't see it at all. Not that there's anything wrong with Syndicate, but I do not see this at all, and I don't know why people keep saying it. It's probably because I pull stupid faces like that, like he does. Right, next question. Clayton Davis with a multitude of questions. Favourite colour? Red. Favourite animal? Dog? I'm not sure. Favourite game of all time? Final Fantasy VII. How old are you? 28. Just gone in November. How did you and DP Jamie? We just explained that. Have any pets? We've explained that. Any cool moments in your life? No, my life's been pretty boring, to be honest. And that's not me being sad. I'm just, you know, my life's been pretty boring. Why is your channel so dead? From Ajax Trees Down. Yeah, of course it's dead. I just got 1.1 million views in the last 28 days. So, you know, I'm dead. Fallen Crush. Have you ever gone through a really, really rough breakup? Yes, I have. I had a girlfriend who used to hit me, and that was a very, very tough thing to get out of and walk away from. And you know, it was a long process of getting out of it. I was stupid. I thought I could help her and change her, and you know, it happens. People in life experience these things, and I'm not ashamed of it. It's just something that happened. So yeah, that was a really rough breakup. And every single girl I've ever met and been with or close with or been in a relationship with, it's all been a really, really rough breakup. Like I said, I met a lot of immature girls, and that's just how life goes. Clash of the Clans Gaming. Do you think there is more to the Vault of Glass than we've discovered? Thanks, love your videos. Thank you very much. But yes, I do believe, I would like to believe that there is more in the Vault of Glass that we've missed. You know, that's just my opinion. That's just what I think there is. But whether it will be found or not, whether it can be found or not, maybe it's been blocked off like on purpose. Who knows? Nathan Mate, who asked another question, which was quite disturbing, if I remember rightly. But he asked this one: ass or boobs? I'm an ass man, all the way, all the way. Ass is just much, much better. Next, Daniel Pina, are you getting a PS4? And there's a lot of PS4 related questions in my comment section below. Well, not this one, but you know, in the last one. Yes, I will eventually be getting a PS4. It will happen, but it will not be for Destiny. I am not going to get a PS4 just to level up a character on Destiny for no other reason than the time-specific stuff that you get. I already put way too much time into Destiny on Xbox. Like, I play 12 hours a day most days when I'm not at school teaching, etc. I put all my effort into Xbox Destiny. I don't play any other game. I don't touch any other game. That's all I play. If I get a PS4, it will be for games like Uncharted, No Man's Sky, Street Fighter 5, and any other game that just looks good. It's going to be my break from Xbox. You know, like when I've done loads of strikes, I've done the daily bounties, and I'm sitting here for like an hour making videos, I might take an extra hour and play some PS4, and that's what that's going to be. So hopefully you guys asking about PS4 understand that, and hopefully you guys are happy about that. So, I can't even say this name. Zalosen Orange Saft. What's your favourite video game ever? Final Fantasy VII. Badass game. Absolutely love it. You know, it's just an epic RPG. One of the first games I ever really fell in love with. It is amazing. Next, Delicious Damien. What is your advice to new YouTubers that are just starting out? Honestly, don't do it. Walk away. I have a lot of experience with YouTube. I know what it does to people. It can be the best thing in the world one day, and then the next day you could feel like you want to kill yourself. You hit rock bottom. It is a terrible thing to experience and go through. And unless, especially for gaming YouTubers, because gaming YouTubers, it's almost impossible to grow anymore. Like, it's on the verge of becoming impossible to grow because it's oversaturated with people who are making gaming content, and you have to have something ridiculously special and unique to go anywhere. I was quite lucky that I came to YouTube when the shout out era was just dying out, so all the shout outs I was getting really were affecting my channel and helping my channel. And then when you are at a certain level on YouTube, no matter what video you upload, you will have more chance of showing up in the search engine and the rankings because you are a bigger YouTuber. That's how it works, unfortunately. The bigger you are, the more views you're going to get, the more subs you're going to get. And at the time when my channel was medium-sized, even though I still believe my channel is medium-sized, but when I was around 37 to 50,000, or the new Call of Duty content that was coming out and the new games that were coming out, a lot of people were coming to my channel just because my channel was at 37,000 subs. So I was very, very lucky to fall into YouTube at a time when shout-outs still worked. And then since then, I've built the channel myself, and it's been difficult. It's been a long road. There's been so many times when I wanted to quit. It's affected my health. It's affected my sleeping patterns because you don't get normal sleep. You're on the internet till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're waking up at 7, 8 o'clock the next morning. It's an absolute killer, and it's a grind. And there's so much work and effort that you have to put into it that people don't realise. And then there's so much money you have to put in as well, buying a decent PC, buying recording equipment, sound equipment, etc., etc. It's a hard, long process. If you want it to be a job, paying job, it's a long process. If you want to just do it as a hobby, I highly recommend it. But don't get too tied up and, you know, over the top about getting somewhere on YouTube. Just enjoy it. Increase your confidence by making videos. Make yourself feel better. Entertain a few people. Make some friends. Brilliant. That's what YouTube should be for. But if you want to get into what I do and what DPJ definitely does and what other big YouTubers do, I would give up. And that's just me being brutally honest. And I apologise if that upsets anyone. I'm just being honest. So, next question. That took long, that did. I've already had 11 minutes. Jesus. Was it hard to get started on YouTube? At what point did you start getting well known and famous? My friend and I want to make a YouTube channel with all sorts of stuff from gaming to funny videos, and we want to hopefully get famous and make money from it. Can you please give me tips or anything on what I would need to get started? Thanks, Sasuke7607. It was very hard to get started on YouTube. I was lucky to have shoutouts, as I said, but it was still very hard. At what point did you start to get well known and famous? I am not famous. I'm just a normal person like you. I just make videos, that's it. I'm not famous. It's just a normal person doing some stuff on the internet. Simple as that. Can you give me any tips or anything on what I would need to get started? A good PC that's fast at processing videos, a good internet connection which can upload videos quickly, and collaborations with other people. That's the best 3 things I can talk about for YouTube. Collaborations helps your audience meet another person and their audience meet you. That's the way to grow now in YouTube, but it's still really, really hard. So good luck. Next, Dylan Paras. How many hours have you put into Destiny? Well, my Xbox One tells me I've put in over 1,000 hours. I believe it's about 35 days total across all 3 characters. So, yeah. Eduardo Ruelas. What recording software do you use for Xbox One? Elgato recording capture card, but I do want to change to an AverMedia. I would highly suggest both of them. I've just had a few issues with my Elgato because it's really, really old now. I've had it for a couple of years, and I want to try something different, so I may be getting an AverMedia. I may buy an AverMedia and a new Elgato as well and work both of them somehow, so they're the 2 that I use. Storm Spike Pixelmon. How did you get so many subs, and how long will it take you to get a PS4? I don't know how long it's going to take me to get a PS4. It will be coming though, as I said earlier in the video. How did you get so many subs? Shoutouts. When I started, I had DPJ, who was very successful. When he gave me a shout out, I hit 1,700. Black Ops 2 emblems come out, I hit 37,000. Jumped up to like 73,000 over the next year or so. And then now I'm nearing to 100,000 because of Destiny. Since Destiny comes out, I've gained like 12 to 15,000 subs, which is just insane. So yeah, that's the sort of, in a nutshell, how I grew on YouTube. Derek Westbrook, are you a virgin? Now, there's so many people who want to know if I'm a virgin and not. And not if there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a virgin at any age. If you want to wait to meet someone that you love, do it. That I would highly suggest it, because sex is overrated. It really, really is. And there's going to be people who come, oh, you virgin, sex is overrated, you're such a pussy. No, I'm just a fucking person with a logical brain in their head. I am not a virgin. I lost my virginity when I was very young. It has been a while since I've had sex with a girl, because, you know, it's, like I said, it's been a personal choice. I only have sex with girls who are in a relationship with. I haven't been in a relationship for 6 years, and that is just my choice. I was brought up that way by my mum. I have respect for women. I have very good morals, and that is just the way I am. Next, we have The Bashed. Who did inspire you to do YouTube? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. I'm not one of those YouTubers who watch someone and then I was like, I can do this and then do it. I was literally someone who didn't even really use YouTube for anything other than uploading card tricks to show my family and such things. I didn't watch any gaming YouTube. It's when DPJ showed me that he can do this on YouTube, I got into YouTube, and then after I got into YouTube and started making videos, that's when I started to discover other YouTubers and watch them. And which program do you use for cutting your videos? Sony Vegas is one that I've always used, but I'm using something at the moment called Sony Movie Studio Platinum, which is basically a better version of Sony Vegas, in my opinion. God, there's still so many questions left. Von Travion Sims, why do you respond back to the trolls and haters? I like your videos, so I was just wondering. Now, this is a bombshell of a question, because there's so many people who are like, you shouldn't reply, you should show respect. If people are not going to show me respect, I don't care how long they've been a sub for. If they've been sub from day one, if they're going to come and show me disrespect, I'm going to show them disrespect back. It's as simple as that. And I would do the same in real life. If someone came up to my face and called me a fat, ugly bastard, I'm not going to go, oh, okay, mate, yeah, and walk away. I'm going to smack them in the face. And I can't do that on YouTube, so I use intelligence and logic to absolutely outsmart these haters and make them feel even worse than they already do, because kids and that nowadays shouldn't be allowed to get away with saying the things that they say, because there's people out there who aren't me who will get hurt and upset by these kids. Like, and I say this without trying to sound sexist, there's female YouTubers out there who these trolls and haters and these ignorant kids go and say things to, like, oh, you're fat or you're ugly. That really upsets them. And when they come to me to try and say things to me, I'm going to respond and I'm going to cuss them and I'm going to make them feel bad. And people can't understand that. People are like, oh, you're a YouTuber, you have 100,000 subs nearly, you make videos, you shouldn't be replying to them. Why not? I'm a human person, I'm a normal human being with the rights to not be disrespected. And I'm going to disrespect them back if they do. And it's as simple as that. Next, Darid Lessard, what is your favourite video game as a child? As a child, I want to say Final Fantasy VII, but I have to say Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Final Fantasy VII is definitely my best game overall, but I wasn't really a child when I played it as a teenager. So I definitely played Zelda when I was younger, and I love that game. I've played that game so many times since. Next we have Kieran Agbanobi. Will you ever be respectful to your subs? Again, if they're going to show me disrespect, I'm going to show it back. It's as simple as that. And if you're too ignorant to understand that, then that's your problem. Jose Najera, I've been a subscriber for over a year now, and I wanted to ask you, did you think 2014 was a successful year for you and your channel? And do you think it's going to be a successful year for 2015? With cool, awesome videos you make, like with Destiny. Well, YouTube is very, very fickle. One day you can be here, next day you'll be here. It's as simple as that. It can just go like that. So I'm not going to get too over the top that my channel is being successful at the moment. The only thing I want to do is hit 100,000 subs. That is my main goal of 2015, which will happen. But again, well, it might not happen. Again, YouTube could die overnight and then that's it. I won't get to 100,000. I love 2014, the end of 2014 when Destiny come out. But throughout year 2014, my channel was extremely inactive and extremely dead, and it was very, very frustrating for me to even want to carry on. But I'm glad I did, because now I'm in the position that I'm in. So it was a great year, well, the end of the year for 2014, and hopefully 2015 brings some stuff, but I'm not going to get my hopes up or pin anything on it, because I fell into that trap with YouTube before. JohnBoy175, question, when is the impending apocalypse coming? Tomorrow. Crazy Nightmare HD, what is your most favourite gun in Destiny, and did you ever thought that you would have so many subs? Nope, never in a million years that I believe I'd be getting close to 100,000 subs. When I joined YouTube, my goal was 10,000 subs. And then when I hit 10,000 subs, I just did not know what to think or do or anything, and I didn't aim for anything. It was just whatever happens, happens, because I was happy with the 10,000 subs. So I am extremely grateful, and it's crazy that nearly 100,000 people want to watch me. It's just nuts. Favourite gun, Vex Mythoclast, as we've already discussed. Next, Velton D'Souza, do you do YouTube as a full-time job? No, I do get paid for this, and it is enough to cover my bills and expenses, but it's not a comfortable living for me, so I am doing other stuff to try and get money. And that kind of ties in with George Lewis's, what is your goal on YouTube or outside of it? On YouTube, 100,000 subs. outside of YouTube is to become a fully qualified teaching assistant and get a full-time job while doing YouTube on the side. That is my goals for next year. Staffo29, do you follow football? If you do, who do you support? I support Aston Villa. I'm born and raised in Birmingham, in Handsworth, near Aston, and that is how my family and myself support Aston Villa. But I'm not a massive football fan. I just, you know, it's just part and parcel of my life. Sticky Slayer, COD, and Minecraft. What is your best experience on Destiny? Definitely beating Atheon for the first time, because that was so difficult, and then when we finally beat him, it was ridiculously satisfying. Tim Grader, one of my favourite subs of all time. Do you believe in aliens? Because I believe it's ignorant not to. Well, I believe it's ignorant to say that it's ignorant to not believe in aliens. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion about stuff. I personally do believe in aliens. I believe there is some kind of other life form. I don't believe the little green men running around with things pointing out their head. But I do believe there's other life forms on other planets. Because how could there not be? Statistically, with the amount of planets there are and supposed universes and galaxies, there has to be something living on one of them somewhere. So that's my opinion on aliens. I could talk hours about that though. JC Ballista 2008-2000. How did you get such a nice forehead? Well, I do this every day. I do exercises. And, you know, just... It's just sexy. Ooh, oh yeah. You guys ask the craziest questions. Alex Kebabs 9. What age are you in your favourite game ever? Final Fantasy 7. I am 28 years old. Just turned 28 in November. Gamer 47. I'm new to this channel. So what did you do before Destiny? I failed a lot. I made really crap videos that nobody watched about Call of Duty. I started off as a Call of Duty commentator. Moved into emblem making when that came out in Black Ops 2. When they went, I carried on with just doing YouTube videos about COD and, you know, just random things, trying to just get along and scrape by. And then this year, Emblems returned and nobody watched them, so I moved solely into making Destiny videos. So, yeah. Royce Weagle, how tall are you and how much do you weigh? I am 6'4" and I am 15.5 stone. Let me just figure out what that is in pounds by searching the internet. So that's like 215 to 218 pounds. So you can call me as fat as you want, but I am 6'4", so it works. Next we have Nuts Gamer. What is your favourite game? Final Fantasy 7. How long have you been gaming? Since I was 12. Yes, the same question to us. How long do you play games every day? Too long, 8 to 12 hours. Who's your best friends? DPJ, and a couple of other people that we hang around with. Are there any inspiration you have on YouTube? Nope. Why did you just start YouTube? Make videos, entertainment, and hopefully make money. Is there anyone who has supported you all the way through? DPJ, 150,000,000%. I would not be anywhere I am now without him. So yeah. Jova383, do you have a wife or a girlfriend? No. It's Birmingham. Whatever happened to your teaching career? I am still doing it. I'm still training. I'm on the Christmas New Year break at the moment. I'll go back in January. And when I go back into January, I'm getting some more responsibility, and I'm working with specific groups of children where I have to track their progress and do things that a teaching assistant should be doing, because last year I didn't do that because it was a lower level course. It was a level 2. This year's a level 3, so it's more in depth, doing more stuff. And I'm really, really excited and a little bit nervous about it, to be honest, because there's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. But I'm sure I will get through it. Daniel Pina, how old are you? 28. What's your height? From Mike Bell, 6'4". Casey Trace, if you didn't do YouTube, what would you do? I would be teaching, 100%. That's because that's what I'm going to do anyway. Deny Static, if someone gave you $1 billion, would you stop making YouTube videos or post a lot less? No, I would probably do it more. I would buy some beast gaming setup where I got a whole room full of every console ever, set up to record anything I want, and I would just make videos every day, all day. Rafi5, what is the scariest moment of your entire life? Developing epilepsy and having my first epileptic attack and not knowing what it was and just being scared of everything. And growing up scared of having fits and stuff. That was extremely difficult. So yeah. Swift Scion, how and why did you come up with your nickname Snow? Well, Snow was not a part of my repertoire whatsoever. My name was Easy Now. It was Easy Now at the time. EZNOW. And when I first met DPJ and such things, he didn't know how to pronounce it. He would say E Snow or Easy Snow. So he kept saying Easy Snow over and over again, and I had to keep correcting him, and he wouldn't learn, and he would keep saying Easy Snow. So I eventually was just like, fuck it. So I changed my name to Easy Snow, and then since then Snow has just stuck with me, and that became part of my YouTube. Will you ever quit YouTube? Ask Snow Q&A. This is a difficult question. It's a very difficult question, because it all depends on the circumstance. If I get a full-time job as a teaching assistant and it requires me to do things like stay after school and plan and such things, it's going to be very difficult to do YouTube a lot on the side as well. I could do it and do 1 video a day easily, but if I was to do teaching assistant things and then something happened, like I met a girl or I started a family or such things, it's going to be extremely difficult for me to do everything at once. So if that was to happen, that scenario, it may be a point where I have to just leave YouTube. But that's going to be a long, long way away, so you don't have to worry about that yet. And if it ever does happen, I will let you know. Magic Walrus, Marvel, DC or anime, and why? That's a hard question. I love all the comics, I love all anime, I love watching anime, I love watching the Marvel and DC films. Whether they're animated films or actual films. But if I had to pick one, it would be Marvel. It would be Marvel. I think they have a better array of characters. There's a lot more comedy involved in it as well. My favourite character is Deadpool. So, you know, Marvel has to win. So, next question. Free Kill Frenzy Games. How do you feel about YouTube? And are your parents, when you started, how did they feel? What got you to start YouTube? DPJ got me to start YouTube. Just showed me you can make Call of Duty content, and he was starting to make money. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to do that and make some money. How do I feel about YouTube? When it works, brilliant, best thing you'll ever do in your life. When it doesn't work, you just want to quit and give up. My parents don't really have a say in the matter. It's my life. I'm way over the adult age, but my mum's very supportive. She's always asking me about stuff, and well, my dad just doesn't care. He doesn't ask, so who cares? But you know, me and my mum definitely happy about it. Matt Lane, for question and answer, when are you going to play Black Ops 2 again? Never going to play a Call of Duty again, as far as I know at the moment. Godspeed, on a scale from 1 to 10, with 8 being the highest, what letter of the alphabet is your favourite colour? Use fruits and vegetables to explain. Tomato. Wiggy the Hut, my boy, Wiggy. Which came first, the whiny gamer or the whiny developer? I'd say the whiny gamer. People got too comfortable with what they had, and you know, they wanted more, and when they didn't get more, they started moaning and crying, and then developers started, in response, as a rebuttal, moaning themselves. That's Happy New Year, buddy. Holesvids 2, another one of my favourite subscribers, always commenting on every video. Got a lot of questions here. So, question and answer, what's your favourite game of 2014? Everyone in the comment section was like, obviously Destiny, obviously Destiny. Well, no. My favourite game of 2014 was Telltale Games, Borderlands, Tales of the Borderlands, as well as Walking Dead Season 2, and the other game that they made, the Game of Thrones game. I love Telltale Games, and they were just amazing. I loved every single one of them. What's your most disappointed game of 2014? I'll give you one guess. No, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Not in terms of the game. I love the game and I love how it played. I am disappointed in the fact that it doesn't do well on YouTube. Nobody wants to watch it. Nobody wants to watch Emblems. So that was the biggest disappointment for me. But the actual game I love, I want to play, but I just don't have time to. What's your favourite movie and TV show of 2014? Jesus. Guardians of the Galaxy, 100%. Absolutely amazing film, so funny. And TV show, this is a hard question because I watch so many different TV shows. So, Walking Dead, Resurrection, Gotham, The Flash, Arrow, 100, Revolution. No, that finished last year, didn't it? What am I about? The 100. Z Nation was also really good. I would have to say The Flash. I'd have to say The Flash. There's also Ascension as well, which was a mini-series, but I'd have to say The Flash. It's been so good. It's been so good to watch. Who's your best friend? DPJ. How did you meet DPJ? We've already talked about that. Favourite colour? Red or black as well, but red mainly. What was your high school experience like? Have you ever been bullied? Yes, a lot. I was bullied when I was younger for being fat and chubby. I I was bullied just for many things, to be honest. I was sort of like a loner and an outcast in school. So my school experience wasn't that great. The actual academic side was okay. I was really intelligent. I was really smart, as you probably are aware of. And essentially, that was it was a bad time. It wasn't all bad. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun while I was in school as well. But most of the time, it wasn't very great. And what was your job before YouTube? I've had many jobs in the past. I've worked in supermarkets. I've worked in restaurants. I've worked in offices. The restaurant and supermarket specifically, I've worked between 60 to 80 hours a week. Offices, 40 hours a week. Essentially, it got to the point where I was like, I don't want to do these dead-end jobs anymore, where I'm just not happy. So I stopped working, I quit, and I tried to figure out what I wanted to do in my life and then chase it. The job before YouTube was being a security guard. I was a trained security guard. I worked in the London Olympics and such things. But then most of the jobs that come with security, you have to have a certain amount of experience for. Like, you need a year's experience, or you need to be able to drive. And unfortunately for me, I couldn't drive. Well, I can't drive at the time because of my health and my epilepsy, which I'm trying to learn how to drive in the next couple of years. And I couldn't get that year's experience with security because I couldn't get into any job anywhere because they all required experience. So it was like a vicious cycle. So essentially, I just thought, fuck it, put it to one side. If it comes at a later date, I will get back into it. But I focus solely on teaching, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So that is the end of the question and answer. That was crazy, guys. There was a lot of questions there. There was some that I missed as well. If I did, I apologise. I really do appreciate all the comments you guys left. If you want to leave some more questions in this comment section below, if there's enough, I will make another one. I said I was going to do Crucible gameplay, but with the length it was going to be, half an hour, I didn't want to put gameplays for that long, so I thought you'd rather see my face. Thank you all for all the questions. Happy New Year to you all. I hope you have a great year. Leave some comments, feedback, likes, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.